If you can see my screen, please raise your hands. All right. Thank you, Henry, Katie, Marissa, and Nathan. Excellent job. All right. Glad you're doing well, Katie. Good. Good, Marissa. You just watched Wednesday's webinar. Okay, very good, very good. All right. This evening, what we're going to be doing is first we're going to review lesson 5 from last Wednesday on thrust and the questions you had to answer and the activity that you did for today. Then after that, we're going to go over the aviation challenge. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, really, Marissa? You've seriously just finished. Like, seriously. All right. Now, what we'll do is go over that, give you some time to practice, and eventually we're going to have another challenge where you're going to take a screenshot of your score and post it on Edmodo, and we'll determine a winner. Okay? Very in a similar fashion to what we did for the previous activity. Now, before we get into it, I just want to say I went to the lab on Saturday at the Science House in Raleigh. It was fantastic meeting everyone there in Raleigh. It was great being able to put a name with a face and a voice. I really had a great time. You guys did awesome. People flying the quadcopters did a wonderful job, and building the model balsa wood airplanes was great. So you guys did a great job. Thank you very much, Henry. Appreciate it. You guys did great. It was fantastic meeting you, all of you. Now, let's go over lesson 5. All right. Last class, we went over thrust. Can someone tell me what they know about thrust that we learned last class? All right, let's go with Alex. What do you know about thrust that we went over from last class?
Okay, first, can you hear me? I'm using a different mic today.
What did you say?
Can you hear me?
Yes. It was my fault. My speakers were down. Go ahead.
Okay.
Tell me what you know.
So, about thrust. Well, first of all, it propels the object forward, usually by forcing something backward.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Thank you, Alex. Going off what Alex said, it propels us forward, and it opposes drag. Would anyone else like to add on what they learned about thrust? All right. Okay. Let's go with Henry. Hello, Henry.
Planes often use propellers to create thrust so they go forward.
Okay, very good. Very good. Excellent. Thank you, Henry. All right. As Nathan typed in, thrust acts against drag. Very good. Thank you. All right, so let's go over our questions. Last class, you had to do the landing activities where you were using flaps. We looked at the PAPI lights as well. These precision approach path indicator lights. And we found out that you want half red and half white is just right. Now, and then you had to practice landing with your flaps up and your flaps down. So, and then you did a bonus activity where you got to land on an aircraft carrier. My first question, how many people were able to land on an aircraft carrier? Hey, Henry, very good. Alex, awesome. All right, very good, very good. Now, let's go over the questions. First question, do we use the throttle or change the pitch of the airplane to control the altitude? Can someone raise their hand and tell me? All right. Any takers? Let's go with Henry. Thank you for raising your hand, Henry.
What's the question again?
Do we use the throttle or change the pitch of the airplane to control the altitude?
The pitch.
All right, but don't we need... Think about it. Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Really, you couldn't use either because you could use your throttle so that you go fast enough that you go up all the way and flip over, and that would change your altitude.
Okay.
I mean, just going up using your throttle would.
Okay.
So,
good.
Really, either or.
Okay. Now, my question to you, Henry, is if I don't have any throttle, any extra force pushing me forward, will my pitch actually take me up?
No.
All right, very good. You make a valid point about the pitch, but we always forget that we need the throttle to push our pitch in the direction we want to go. So it ends up just being I like your thought process, though. Thank you, Henry. Very good. All right. So we can change the pitch, but the pitch just puts us in a direction. We end up needing the throttle to push us in that direction. Okay? So let's go with our next question. If you come in too low, instead of adding throttle, why not pull up the nose up? Should I pull up this nose? Or should I add throttle? Any takers on answering this question? All right, well, no one typing anything in. Let's go with Alex. Alex.
So, wait. I forgot what I was going to say. What was the question once again?
All right, question is, if you come in too low, so like when you were doing your landings, if you come in too low, instead of adding throttle, should I just pull the nose up?
You should no. You should not just pull the nose straight up.
Good.
So continue your down flight. You should add throttle,
okay,
and then slowly pick the nose back up.
Okay, very good. Yeah, because if you just pull back on the throttle, you risk stalling the airplane because the raising the nose bleeds or decreases the airspeed. Great job, Alex. Thank you. All right, I see Katie likes to add on to this. Go ahead, Katie.
Oh, I didn't have my hand up.
Okay, no problem. All right, thanks, Katie.
If by accident, I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. Well, thank you to those who are participating. Very good. Either typing in, such as Nathan. All right. I'll look into that, Marissa. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I can work on that. All right. Now let's go with the next question. Can you land at a slower speed with full flaps? And anyone, can we land at a slower speed with full flaps? Let's go with Marissa. Go ahead, Marissa.
This is kind of just a guess, but my guess is no.
All right. Well, thank you for trying. But actually, we can with full flaps. So we can lower our airspeed down, and it actually helps us land better. So we don't speed down the runway. But thank you for participating.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Let's go with our next question. Can you land on a shorter runway with full flaps? Let's go with Katie. Go ahead, Katie.
No.
Okay. Actually, you can. Because you want to slow the airplane down. All right. Because it's helping create drag, but it's also creating lift at the same time. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks, Katie. All right. Now, our flaps help. We want full flaps because, as we learned from last lesson, full flaps create an extra curvature, so it helps increase lift, like thinking about Bernoulli's principle. But at the same time, it's blocking the line. It's extending it so you're creating drag, but we can lower our airspeed, and it helps us on shorter runways. Okay. Now, let's go with our last question. Why not fly all the time with full flaps? All right, let's go with Max. Yes, Max.
You don't want to fly all the time with full flaps because if you do that, you're never going to gain a lot of speed. You're just going to continuously you're just going to be going slow the whole time.
All right, yeah, because what force is it creating?
It's creating drag,
Very
which pulls you backwards.
good.
So,
Very good. Nice job, Max. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, does anyone have any other, put your hands down, does anyone have any questions about thrust or the lesson we did on thrust? All right. Marissa has her hand raised. Yes, Marissa, go ahead.
So I kind of didn't get what thrust had to do with landing.
Okay. Thrust is pushing us forward, okay? And that is giving us power to fly our aircraft. Now, it basically, depending on the amount of thrust, Marissa, depends on us ascending or descending. With landing, which one are we doing?
Descending.
Descending. So thrust does, because depending on how much thrust you have will determine how well you land. If you have too much, you come in like a bull in a china shop, barreling down the runway, which you might have made that mistake like I did. You have too much throttle, and you can't really, you run off the runway.
Yeah.
But if you don't have enough, you end up crashing. Either way.
I think that's what I did.
Yeah, like in when we look at our PAPI lights, if you have too much throttle, your PAPI lights end up all white and you're on an overflight. But if you don't have enough, they're all red and you are dead. So, does that answer your question?
Yeah, that answers my question.
Okay, great. All right, thank you, Marissa. And
You're
on top of it, Marissa, I actually know what you look like, who you are now.
Yay!
Thank you, Marissa. All right. Any other questions before we move forward? Max asks, how, actually, I'm going to ask someone else. How do you raise the flaps? How do we control our flaps? Does anyone know? And if you need to. We can use the, I believe it's the I button. Or the, yeah, I button. Okay. Actually, no, not an I button. The way you use your flaps is in the far right corner of the cockpit, there's a control knob that you can move up and down. Okay, Max? But as I was telling some people on in Edmodo who are asking me questions, you won't physically see a change. What you will see a change is in your lift and your airspeed and your drag. Okay? Okay. Now, let's move into our final thing we're doing with X-Plane, our aviation challenge. Dun, dun, dun. Now, once again, Max, in the cockpit, far right-hand corner, and it's like a long T-shaped knob, and you can move it up and down. Aviation challenge. Now, tonight, what you're going to do, you will participate in the aviation challenge. Whoop, sir, clicks a lot going on here. You will learn about the scoring instrument used with the airplane aviation challenge. You will learn about conservation of fuel and time during your flight, as well as you will practice landing on a grass landing strip, which is different than what we've done in the past, which this is a little bit tricky. Now, all right, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to be flying, we're going to practice landing on the grass runway first, which is a different airport identification code. But then when we go to do the challenge, we'll fly out of Lowy, okay? Now, when we practice landing, we will fly out of LOIK, all right? And I will type that in and send it to LIOK. And you're going to run on runway 6, 3 nautical miles, final approach. Now, when we do 3 nautical miles, final approach, this will allow you to see the runway. And so you can practice landing on a grass runway, which can affect your score during this challenge. Now, you're going to fly with the Cessna again, but you may also use an RV-10, which is a all-gray, just basic, no details, just for simulating purposes, airplane. The only reason I'm pretty much telling you about it because you'll learn more about those in the 7th and 8th grade classes. Okay. Now, we want it on clear, weather, and then you'll hit the X for out of quick flight setup. All right. Do you understand what airport we're going to be at? All right. Katie has her hand. Yes, Katie.
You said when you typed and you said LIOK.
That's a typo.
Oh, okay.
That's my fault. Thank you for recognizing it. Good old typo.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Let me resend it to everyone. Okay, I'm going to figure that's the reason everyone has their hands raised. You'll use LOIK as your runway, your airport, and then you'll use runway 06. Now, once again, you have LOIK, and this is a screenshot of LOIK, and you can see that under final approach, you have 2 runways. You have runway 24 and runway 06. You're going to use runway 06, but you're going to click on the 3 nautical miles, then hit the X. All right. Now, this is just for practicing. Yes, Nathan. Next class, we're going over careers in engineering and how quadcopters work. Okay. This is a challenge activity tonight, Nathan. Now, when you go to practice landing, all right, you're going to hit the LOK, just like the airport, select 3 nautical miles. And then a few tips on this grass strip. You may want to use your flaps, all right, and be sure to make sure you're using the brakes. All right, practice that a few times so you get comfortable with that. Okay. All right. Now, okay. Now, after you set that up, okay, under special, and you got to make sure you're using the disc, not the demo. I repeat, make sure you're using the Fly to Learn disc and not the demo. Okay. If you're using the demo, You'll be using the if you do the 3 nautical miles in the final approach, you will do the runway 6. Okay. Now, you'll hit Show Aviation Challenge. Now, once you do that, you'll get this box that will keep score. It'll give you detailed information on what to do. Now, you can practice landing. When you practice landing, you can always hit reset. Okay? Now, the view that you will have is this one. Here's the 3 nautical mile approach on runway 6 of LOIK, like this. Okay? When you land, you can always hit reset and practice again. Make sure to use your instruments. Okay? All right. What I want you to do is go practice landing for about the next, 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll do the challenge. Any questions? If you understand the instructions, raise your hands. Brendan, you have a question. All right, raise your hand if you understand the instructions. All right, go ahead. Thank you, Brendan. Thank you, Max. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Henry. Katie. Very good. All right. Go ahead and begin. I'm here if you need any help. Raise your hand if you need help. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Marissa. Marissa, you have a question.
Yes, I do. Can you just explain what you're supposed to do with landing? Because I cannot land.
All right, when you go to land, the whole process of landing, okay, like when you get to this point where you're about to do your final approach, we want to put our flaps down, okay? We want to do full flap.
I'm not even sure how to put the flaps up, so that really isn't a problem.
All right. We want to slowly start pulling the throttle out because we don't want to use as much throttle, okay?
So when you're coming into land, you want to pull the
You want
throttle out just a bit?
Yes. You want to get it to about 15 RPMs. See where I'm pointing?
Yeah.
1,500 RPMs. So pull it out so you're slowing it down so you're not going in as fast, like we talked about when we reviewed the lesson. And then when you scroll down on this screen, you'll see the flaps, and you can actually, it's a knob you can push. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Marissa.
And do the brakes have anything to do with it?
Yeah, put your brakes on as well.
So, as soon as you put the throttle down, then put your brakes down?
You can already put them on if you want. Okay? So you don't, that's one less thing you have to worry about. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Katie.
I have 2 questions.
All right.
First, are we supposed to land on that strip and not that green patch, but on that strip?
Yes, you want to land on that green strip. That is the grass runway.
Okay. And second of all, do we have that aviation challenge open now, or do we not have it open now?
You can have it open if you want for right now, so you get used to seeing it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Brendan.
I successfully landed the King Air plane
Okay.
on the grass runway.
Excellent. Do you think you can do it with the Cessna?
Yes, I think it's gonna be easier with the Cessna.
Okay, give it a try with
That's
Cessna.
why. That's why I did King Air.
All right, excellent job, Brendan. Long distance high five. Bye. Yes, Max.
I also just successfully landed the Cessna.
Oh, awesome job. Great job. Great job. All right, try it another time, okay? So you can do
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Max. Alex, how's it going?
I am so far successfully landed the Cessna and the Japanese anime.
All right, try the King Air.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Alex. Marissa.
Yeah, okay. So I do like I'm kind of halfway kind of to the field where I'm supposed to be landing.
Okay.
Do I pull the throttle out now or wait till I get a little closer?
You can start pulling it out. Okay. All
Okay.
right, thank you, Marissa. Let's go with Katie. Yes, Katie.
I didn't have my hand up.
All right. Well, no stress. It's just raising your hand. No big deal. Let's go with Taha. Yes, Taha. Taha. Okay. Type in Taha because I can't hear you. Nathan, nice job on landing the Cessna. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take about 5 more minutes of landing. Yes, Alex.
Oh, I was just raising my hand to say that I successfully landed the King Air. Also,
Very-
as an extra, I landed what?
I said excellent job.
I also landed the remote control plane as an extra.
Oh, sweet. Good job,
It's
Alex.
the easiest one, probably.
Oh, good. Thank you for that detail. Great job. Yes, Taha.
I landed the Japanese enemy, the King Air, and the Cessna.
Excellent job, sir. Excellent job. All right, we'll take about another minute or
And it
two.
just crashed.
All right, practice a little bit more, and about a minute or two, we will go into we'll start the challenge and go over that. Okay? Thank you,
Do you have to
Taha.
participate in the challenge?
I would like you to, so I'm going to pick a winner on Wednesday by you posting your a screenshot of your score. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Tom. Go ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Take about 2 more minutes, and we will wrap this up with the practice on landing. Yes, Marissa.
So yeah, I've like pulled my throttle all the way out, and the airspeed just keeps increasing.
Okay.
And it's taking a really long time to get to the field. I have no idea why.
Did you do?
But
Did you?
I clicked. I double checked. I clicked 3 nautical miles and on runway 6.
Did you click on the X? Okay, you don't want to click the 3. All you click is the 3 nautical miles. You don't have to click the.
I didn't click on runway 6. I just clicked on 3 nautical miles. But
Okay.
yeah, and then I clicked the X. I even went back and did it again because it was taking such a long time.
All right.
Now I'm getting kind of closer to the field, but it's just taking so long. I don't know why.
Okay. Yeah. You can always X out and try it again, but yeah, I don't know. It should be 3 nautical miles. Okay. All
How
right.
long do you think it should take?
Not very long. I mean, it's 3 miles away when you have that final approach. It shouldn't take more.
Now the airspeed's kind of decreasing.
Okay.
It keeps going up and down. It's weird.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Marissa. Katie? Yes, Katie?
I like made it, but then I went into like the lake, and it like whenever I pressed F2, it wouldn't stop me, and I put my brakes on too.
All right. Then you came in too fast. This is a little rough to land on. It takes a little bit more practice, okay?
Okay.
All right, so don't stress. All right, everyone, bring it back in. I want everyone's attention. We are gonna go into how to do the challenge. So first off, that I need you to do is go back to using the Cessna, as well as we're gonna go back to Lowy. Okay, so we're gonna go to LOWI. Now, after we go to LOWI, we'll go to Special, and we'll hit Show Aviation Challenge. When we're at Lowy, we're going to use runway 8. Okay. Then, once again, under Special, you have the Show Aviation Challenge. When you're in the air, you'll have your challenge box. And then you'll have your final approach. And then you'll land. Okay. Make sure you're using your instruments. Your instruments are very helpful to you. And we're all going to do this in the Cessna for this challenge, all right? So we can make it even. Now, we can speed up the process by speeding up the simulator by using the Command or Control T process. Another tip is you want more points, decrease your weight. And I'll give you a hint later on to see if anyone can figure out a way you can decrease your weight. Okay? Now, once you've gone through, as you can see here, when you land, you actually will get a score. What I want you guys to do is you get better at doing this. You're going to practice for a little bit now, and then see how many people can get a score. And then once you land once, let me know what your score is, okay? If you understand the instructions, please raise your hands. Katie does, Marissa does, Nathan does, Max does. If you understand the instructions of what you're going to do, you're going to go do this flight challenge now. Raise your hand. Okay, Katie, Taha, very good. Marissa. The runway you are using, and I'll show you once again. You are using runway 8 at Lowy. We're not flying out of LOIK anymore. LOIK was for practice purposes. We want you to practice landing on the grass strip. What you are doing now is actually Go to runway 8, Lowy, take off from Lowy. Go to hit the show aviation challenge. And then get up in the air, and it'll actually show you where to go, okay? And then you'll get to the runway. Then you'll land it. You'll get a score. Let me know what your score is. All right? Make sure you use your instruments. They're helpful. Now, any questions before we begin? Welcome, Brendan. Let's go with, yes, Marissa.
So it's Lowry runway 8. I have another question. So just call on me whenever you have some time, because I'm trying to land something and I'm almost there. I just need a couple. I need to ask a question, but it would take a few minutes. So just call on me whenever you have some time.
Okay, let me call on everyone else. I have 2 other people, then I'll come back to you, Marissa. All right, Alex.
So we fly from the one that we're at now, Lowy, all the way to the grass one and then land?
Yes. Now, a few tips. When you're flying, follow the river.
Uh-huh.
Because you'll take off from runway 8, the city's in front of you, take up over the city. You'll see the river, follow the river through the valley.
Check.
All right? Secondly, the runway, you'll notice from practicing landing, it's on your left of the river.
Okay, thank you.
Also, use the challenge progress, because what it does, it tells you when you're getting close and where it's at, okay?
Also, one last question. How do you change weight?
You go up to change screens. It's either under setting or air. I think it's under setting.
Okay.
And it'll say payload. All right.
Okay. Will it be under quick fight setup?
No. It literally says like weight and payload. Check aircraft as well. Click on aircraft.
Okay. Okay, it's under aircraft.
Okay. Thank you. Let me add something to the tips. Katie, answer your question. Yes, this is your last class with Flight Alert. Okay. Right. Call. Yes, Brendan.
The directions said to follow the river to the grass strip, but I think there's more than one river. I'm not sure.
All right. When you fly, it's the main river. There's one river.
Is that the first one you come upon when you take off?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Brendan. Let's go with Alex, and then I'll come to you, Marissa. Yes, Alex.
Oh, didn't mean to have my hand raised. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Get Marissa. Yes, Marissa. How can I help you now?
Okay, so I have my brakes on. I'm trying to land.
Okay.
I have the throttle all the way out.
What's your RPMs right now?
It's a little less than the 15.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Good.
So
How far are you off the ground?
I am probably 15 or 20 feet off the ground. I feel like I'm about to crash.
Okay. Are you above the runway?
Am I above the runway? Yes.
Okay. Now, have the nose up a little bit, but not too much, and try to get your back landing gear down and just easily put it down, okay?
Okay. And also, I can't seem to get my I can't scroll up. I have it. Oh, wait, never mind. I got it.
Okay. You got your brake on?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Go for it.
Okay.
I got faith in you. Let me know how it works. Yes, Taha.
What would you consider an average score? Because I don't know if I'm getting a good score or not. Because I haven't tried it yet. I want to see what an average score is.
I don't know off the top of my head what an average score is. I can get more information and post that on Edmodo. But what I can ask you is, what is your score?
I haven't tried it yet.
All right, well, I want you to try it first and see, and then let's take it from there, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Marissa, great job. Way to land. Great job. I'm really happy for you. I knew you could do it. All right, Marissa, let me call on you. Yes, Marissa. How can I help you?
Okay, so I'm at the Lowry Airport and I'm about to take off. What do I click again? Because I know how to take off, but there was something I clicked like to show the challenge box or something. What was that again?
Oh, here me show you. Right there. Show aviation challenge on under special.
Oh, it's on under special show aviation challenge. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
And you're flying out of Lowy, okay?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I just want to just double checking. Okay.
Where is the box supposed to be?
It'll be down it'll start off typically over here in this far left corner.
Yeah.
Okay? And you can move it to wherever you feel is best for your line of vision.
How do you move it?
You just click on it like you do any type of document or Internet
And just
Explorer.
drag it.
Yeah, just grab and drag. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. Let's go with Alex. Yes, Alex.
So I finished with a score of 1,126.
Nice. What did you do to get that?
I just flew with the 6 times ground speed simulation.
Okay. Secondly,
I figured out that it also loses fuel 6 times faster, so you gotta, stock up on that stuff.
so if you mess with the fuel, it does help. Have you tried?
Unless you make it too low. I tried it the first time with only 10 pounds of fuel, and that didn't work out so well. Got about 3/4 of the way, and then my plane stalled, and I did a nosedive.
Yeah, you got to be careful on that one.
Mhm.
So yeah, if you put that down too much, it will.
I found out 14 in total fuel is about where you want to be, with the least amount of fuel possible.
Oh, nice job! Aren't you just helping out everybody right now?
My recommendation: set total fuel to 14, and then fly with 6 times speed simulation. Just follow the river exactly.
Yep. Yeah, didn't I tell you it'd be on the river?
Yep.
To the left. It's about
Yep.
what, 37 miles?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. Nice job, Alex. All right. Let's go with Katie. Yes, Katie.
Well, me and my brother are sharing a computer, and what
Yeah.
happened is that he just finished, and it took like 7 minutes because he couldn't go fast, and he did Control T, but it still wasn't going. It was going a little bit faster, but
Hit it again.
it was
You can.
okay. So each time you hit it, it'll go faster and faster.
Yeah, and eventually it'll reset. It's like kind of hitting on the. You ever see those like things like you want something to go fast forward, but if you hit it
Yes,
so
but
many
how will
times,
you know when it resets? Will it reset and not tell you?
no, you'll see that it goes back to normal speed.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Let's go with Brendan. Yes, Brendan. Oh, it'd help if I didn't hit the wrong button. Yes, Brendan.
I was flying near the river with 24 miles to go, and
Yeah.
then I crashed, and so I have to start over now.
Oh, so close. All right, well, try it again, Brendan. Keep up the good
I'm gonna
work.
try flying higher up, because I was flying kind of close to the ground, because I didn't want to lose sight of the river. Then I
Okay.
looked away for a minute to look at the screen below, like your screen. Then I looked back at mine, and right in front of me was a bridge, a little bridge, and the next thing I knew, I crashed.
So, well, it happens, but keep up the good effort. Yes, Marissa.
So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. How do you increase speed?
Increase the. You on a
On a
Mac?
PC. On a
Oh, yeah.
PC.
You're on a PC. I believe it's Control
Control T.
T. Yeah, but that might. Is it working?
I'm using a laptop, and I don't see the control button.
All right. It might be CTL.
Okay.
You see a button
No,
abbreviated
hit them at the same time, or then just
together.
one after.
Yeah, together. Like if you were copying and pasting. You know what I mean? Like Control V. In this case, hit Control T.
So it says 6x ground speed.
Yes. It
Okay.
increases the actual speed at which you're going. It's kind of like fast forwarding. Is that up? Did I answer your question?
Yeah. Thank you. Whoa.
Yeah, don't hit it too much. Okay. Thank you. right, let's go with Brendan. Yes, Brendan?
If I just told you how I crashed. If I start over without resetting it, it just moved me back to 37 miles ahead. But if I continue without resetting it, will my score be lower?
If you crash, I think you pretty much have to reset.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let's go with Marissa. Yes, Marissa.
What the?
Marissa, you're unmuted.
I have no idea what I just did.
Well, just
now I'm sitting in the airport looking out over the airplanes, and I see a very long one and a very short one. This is very weird.
What happened? You probably just hit T by itself, and that takes you to the tower view.
Okay, so it's a good chance I could crash any second now?
Yeah, I would pause it and hit W and get back in your cockpit. Okay? Let's go with Taha. Yes, Taha.
Where is this airport in Europe? Do you know?
Your airport or landing strip?
The airport.
You're in Lowy.
No, I mean like what like country?
Oh, Germany.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. All right, let's keep progressing. Yes, Marissa?
Now it says off the runway. I can't score this.
Okay, you probably reset yourself. Just try again.
Okay, so should I just crash or?
It's up to you. If you want to practice just trying to land, try that. But it's up to you. Thank you. Alex, how you doing?
Okay, so I finished again. I got a score of 900.
So you went down a little bit?
Well, the lower the score, the better, because that means that you use less fuel in less time. It's fuel times weight times speed. So the lower your score, the better.
Good. So you're getting better at it. Excellent job. Good job. Good job. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you can practice this. Do it at home. By Wednesday, next classes. By Wednesday's next class, our last class. Wow. Our last class. You can take a screenshot or upload a document with a photograph of your score so we can compare them and I can pick a winner for next class. Furthermore, to those in Charlotte, we have our last lab on Thursday night at Charlotte Latin at 4:45. And once again, I had a wonderful time meeting people in Raleigh. That was just great. All right. Now, so continue this. And next class, what we'll do is finish up looking at. Goodbye, Alex. Next class, we will look at basically helicopters a little bit, but a helicopter intro into quadcopters. Okay. Now, does anyone have any questions or concerns? Katie got a score of 44. Okay. All right. Let's go with Brendan. Yes, Brendan.
I don't really know how to take. So you want us to take a picture and send it to you?
Yeah, you ever do a
Take a
screenshot?
picture
Do
of-
you have a PC?
I don't know how to do that.
Do you have a PC or a Mac?
I have I think a Mac.
Let me see here. Let me see. I don't know how to do a Mac off the top of my head. I know how to do a PC. Just Google it real quick. I believe it's Command Shift 3 or 4, one of the two. Okay. And then for a PC, ladies and gentlemen, it is Control Alt Print Screen. Okay. And let's go with Katie. Yes, Katie.
Okay, so Alex was saying that the lower score the better, and he got like 900 and 1,000, but me and my brother got 44 and 43. So I was like sad because I thought the higher score was better, but now I'm thinking the lower score is better because Alex said.
Good job. Keep up the good work, you two. All right.
Wait, so which one is right? Lower or higher?
I believe it's lower, but I will double check. Okay. All right. Thank you. And I will get back to you on that. And lastly, Marissa. Yes, Marissa.
Last but not least, this is our last webinar. Are you going to be doing, or not last, Wednesday's the last, but are you going to be doing the webinars next semester?
Yes. Is that a good thing?
Of course that's a good thing.
Yes, I will be doing the webinars in the spring.
Okay, I was just wondering. And what else was I was going to say? Oh, do the Raleigh people have a lab on
The 3rd of January, 2014.
Is it the 3rd or the 4th? Because I thought it was the 4th. The 5th is a Sunday.
So then it would be the 4th. Let me look at the calendar. Yeah, I think it's the 4th. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. All right, everyone. Have a great night. Thank you, as always, for being part of Young Engineers Today. And check for updates and different information on Edmodo. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.